So last time we thought we could just cap off valves and that would be it, but we found out there's, you know, some valves are broken, seized, the threads are bad. So today we're gonna go around and see if we can put a cheap valve, a PVC valve on every pipe we can find so we can do the flush of the system with chlorine. And so we have a bunch of pipe parts, and we're waiting for an not old guy, but a guy who used to maintenance the property. He's gonna hopefully show us where some lines run, and we're gonna take notes of that so that will help us later in adding to our irrigation system. But for now, we need to get some food. We only turned on breakers that will power our microwave. And what else are we doing?
I don't even know.
Stay on track. We do have a list.
Yeah.
What I have here is a nice little gift from the KOA building, and it's a pipe threader. And what we're doing is going around to all the hydrants that are missing a valve or have a valve that's not working, and we're gonna put a cheap valve on until we buy the really good valves. So we're gonna take their nice little threader to clean up these threads if we can, but I just found out that it's missing a tooth, so I don't think
It'll work the same without all four?
No, and I don't think they're set.
Okay.
It's gonna be too good to be true to be all perfectly
ready
set,
to go.
So, I can go. So we're gonna stick with a wire wheel or a brush and see if we can put something on. And then once we have all of them for valve put on, we're gonna go turn on the main and see if we can hear any other Old Faithfuls, because there's a couple valves or pipes laying on the ground and we don't know if they were broke off, so we're kind of just doing a process of elimination because there's no map again of what the infrastructure was. So
treasure hunt.
this is our valve assembly area. More, Tara, faster, faster.
Speed up the conveyor belt.
You got two. No, so we're just putting these guys on the fire hydrant post and then putting on these little 3/4 valves because they're cheaper. This whole assembly with that little valve right there was probably about $7, whereas a fire hydrant valve alone at minimum is $30 if you get a lucky find on eBay. All right, we're gonna be removing this cap right here, and it's galvanized, so I'm thinking because it's seized on, I'm gonna heat it so that it expands a little bit, and then use some big pipe wrenches. And I know when you weld, you know, it can be really corrosive and harmful to breathe, so I'm not gonna heat it super glowing red, but we're gonna heat it a little bit just to give us any advantage possible because it's kind of seized on there. And our tools of choice are gonna be aluminum rigid wrench, and then aluminum Harbor Freight wrench, and a cast iron Harbor Freight wrench. And believe it or not, this 36-inch was only $23, and that's not with using the 20% coupon. This one was 30, and they have a 36-inch aluminum wrench, but believe it or not, the 36-inch, which is $50, this one was 30. The 36-inch one goes up to a 4-inch pipe mouth, where this 24-inch one has a 3-inch pipe mouth, and the 3-foot cast iron one only has a 2.5-inch. So I got these to find out which one would be more suitable, and believe it or not, this one's actually not that too heavy. It's not too heavy. This one's nice and light, so she can handle it. Are you up for the challenge?
We'll see.
So yeah, I'm surprised this opening's that big, but I don't know why they would tempt you to open bigger pipes or loosen bigger pipes with the aluminum. I'm pretty sure it's not high quality 70-75, but we're gonna see how they work right now. What's that?
Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight.
Oh, okay.
All right, ready? All right, hopefully the water's not on. We're not too sure of the water mapping, but she's gonna go ahead and.
Might have some residual. Oh, you want
I'm
me
gonna
to go
let
on
you.
this
I'm
one?
gonna let, but you need to put your force right there, yeah.
man.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. All right. Here, let me try. Can you hold that? Yeah. Remember. Man, that seems pretty good.
So we haven't heated up yet, right?
Nope. But we'll see.
Yes.
Keep going. Hold on.
What do you call it? Twinkie power.
I know, she hates when I eat sweets, but look what happens. You get extra power.
I've been eating more sweets lately.
Oh, the ring around the rosy. There you go. Now we need to tighten this bad boy in the ground. Let's see if I can. So this is our informal review of the Harbor Freight pipe wrenches.
Informal.
Yeah, because I'm not set up for it. Now it's tightened back.
It's a little hot. I think that heat worked. Oh, she's smoking.
Heat expands. Cold contracts. It worked.
Worked.
That's all we care.
Got it. And we don't have a spewing
Yeah.
fire hydrant. Is this for holding hoses?
Yes.
Okay.
So we will definitely put hoses back into commission
Yeah,
for safety and for fun, right?
There's a few in the KOA building, right?
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
What happened? You need a bigger
it's a
one.
2-inch. I mean, it's a 2.5. What size is this? This is a inch and a. This is an 1.5 inches. Oh, we need a 2-inch. Cut. All right, so we're starting the fun mapping game of our water system here. This is one of the main valves that we have. There's another one over here, and which is same size, like 2.5 inch. And then over there's another one with 2 valves in it. One's like 1.5 and the other's 2 or 2.5 inch. And we think this one feeds everything. So we're gonna open it and see if it charges that one and or charges the one over there. And I think between here and the mountain, which is right over there, I think there's one valve that's hidden somewhere, because right now with all these valves shut off, we still have some pressure in our building, and we know that a large part of this is for the fire suppression system, because I think they teed off. It's not just one single or separate system. I think they teed off of this pressure to feed the house, because there's an 1.5 inch line in the other box over there. So we're gonna see what we have. We're gonna record everything, right?
Yeah.
So we can connect the dots and
Yes.
yeah. Okay, so this is our lower well, or upper well, depending on what side of the property you're on. This is looks like an 1.5 inch pipe coming up, and the mountain is over there with the big water tank reservoir. So I'm wondering if there's a valve under this dirt buried, because we're trying to find a valve between the water tank and the house is over there. So we're gonna see if there's something underneath. Yeah, it's terrible, all this covered in dirt. It's no way to take care of things. All right, after we dug around a little bit, it looks like we saw or found the old aluminum wire they ran from the barn over there. And they disconnected that some time ago, and now they have a main feed that goes from the house where main power comes in, and then this other wire that is burial wire that goes all the way to the house. And I believe that's your switch wire going to a relay, which jumps the stronger voltage over to that. the 220. So what do we got? 30 amp. Yeah. So I think that's what it is. All right. So we determined so far that this valve right behind me that was cracked, and I put one above it because I couldn't turn it off or find the valve to turn it off. I just put another one on top of it. So now we're going to replace it right there. And so far we know that this valve, along with some other hose bibs at the barn, are fed by the big tank on the mountain behind the truck, and the storage tank. And I was hoping that there was like a main somewhere in between here and there. We're gonna have to incorporate one, but for now we got to get this fixed. Cooking marsh taters over here. Would you like some H2O for dinner?
I like it crispy.
Or some melted Teflon?
Hold the Teflon, please.
Hold the Teflon?
Yeah.
So let's just go for it because it's brass, which is softer.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna have you give the resistance. You gotta press it on. Teamwork makes the dream work. With the prop. All right, we just turned on the valve up at the top storage tank. Did you turn it on?
It's on.
All right. And this is the valve we put on. So far it's not leaking, right? No. All right, so now let's see if... Oh, you touched the white stuff? Oh, that's just the valve stem over there. Yep. Oh, look. Oh, Utimus. Let her rip. Yeah, I want to see what else we got.
Gotta put out the fire.
Put out the fire.
Whoa.
Oh. All right, go ahead and close it. Another valve fixed. Except for we could pack the handle. That's why it's barely dripping out the handle. Oh, there you go. You put new packing underneath the little nut. One fire hydrant we forgot about because we had a cap on it. So we're gonna put one more valve right, you see right there. Yeah. Get it, girl. All right, as you can tell, we haven't figured out all the water pipes yet, but we capped them all off or got them functioning. So in the upcoming videos, you'll see how we go about finding out exactly how they're routed. But before that, we have a little surprise, because when you buy a big piece of property, you need something to maintain it. And so we have done our research. Stick around to find out what we end up buying. It's gonna be nice. Don't forget, you can check us out on Instagram. We show a lot of projects we work on. If you have any comments, questions, leave them in the comments below. Thank you for your viewership. It helps our channel support veterans, trails, and charities each quarter. So get back to work. The gunshot right there, yeah!